Here we
For
go.
sure. For sure.
Y'all walking
What's up,
around
everybody? And welcome back.
look,
We're already
look
starting off crazy.
looking like painted people all over the place.
Hey,
Lord.
man, they gonna save my skin and put it in a book.
Yeah.
Uh,
You got your body is art.
You know what I'm
yeah, okay.
saying? You know how they
Okay.
used to do back in with the hieroglyphics?
But
Yeah.
when that shit start to hang a little bit, okay, we'll see.
But we are back, y'all. I'm sorry for the wait. We had some things going on, but we is back. We is ready to talk about a lot of
Life been
stuff
hidden.
going on. Yeah, man, life be lifing, but we back. We here. We gonna get this thing rolling. As y'all know, I'm your host James Senior. I'm here with my co-host Cam and Pops, aka Mac. How we doing, fellas?
Good. Ready to be back.
Yeah, man.
Bored.
I know, I know you've been bored, man. I know you've been bored, but let's go ahead and get it popped off. First and foremost, we're gonna shout out Texas Bait Runner for our lifetime sponsor, man. I've been doing
Shout
a
out
whole
Texas
bunch
Bait
of
Runner.
fishing, man, and it's been going really good. I've been doing a lot of fishing. Me and baby, we be competing every single time. She won the other weekend. I was very sick about that. Have y'all ever seen what tilapia looks like? Like the actual
Yeah.
fish?
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. She caught three like huge tilapia, bro.
Dang.
Huge tilapia, fool. It was crazy.
And what
And
you do?
look, man, it wasn't the best day for me. Okay, it
Oh,
was
cause
not
I
the
see
best.
you normally post some of that stuff, but I see you
Yeah,
didn't post that.
it wasn't the best day for me, man.
Uh,
So yeah, yeah. But today I got a new package in. I'm entering in a different space in the fishing realm. I got a fly rod and some flies, and it's about to be an interesting journey. So shout out to Texas Bait Runner. They also sponsored that too. So shout out to them. Any bait that you need delivered in the spring, Tomball, Cypress, Woodlands area, hit them up on Facebook and they'll get you a quote. And tight lines, my anglers. I present myself as not a YN. I'm a YA. I'm a young
oh,
angler.
okay,
I'm a
all
young
right,
angler. You know what I'm
all
saying?
right. Shout
That's what
out to
we need.
Texas. Shout out to Texas Bait.
Shout out to Texas Bait Runner for the young anglers out there, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old anglers, and the old people who don't like to be outside, um, aka Pops.
I think that's a shot. Shots fired. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
All right, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let's just start it off with the cream of the crop. We're just gonna blow it up right now. Bron signs with the 76ers. That was a surprising move to me. I
I'm
didn't
wearing my
see that.
Sixers merch today.
Didn't see that
Day
going into
one.
the storyline at all. He had the NBA on lock. I love the roster, especially if we can get. Uh,
I like the
honest,
fact that you said we. I
Oh,
like
absolutely.
we.
Oh,
that.
y'all know where
I
it
like
is.
Hey,
Y'all know
that.
what
hey,
it is.
Yeah.
no. Hey,
All of
I didn't
us.
send it to you, Cam, but I
All
think
of
I sent it
us.
to TJ. I think about the LeBron fans
Oh, the
uh
LeBron. The LeBron.
swimming.
Yes,
Everybody
bro.
going to
Yeah. Wherever
Wherever we
LeBron
fought,
go, I
man.
go. I follow
Wherever.
the flock.
I'm
look.
telling y'all right now. Wherever he retires, I will be a lifelong fan of that team
And
after
I'm
he
gonna get a
retires.
jersey.
After he retires, wherever he retires.
I might just get a wall of LeBron jerseys for every team he played for. Like when I buy my first house, yo,
Wow, wow,
I'm gonna have
wow.
a first stint Cavs jersey, then I'm gonna have a Heat jersey, then
What have
second
I
stint
created?
Cavs,
What
then
what have
Lakers,
I
and
created?
then Sixers.
I
Man,
should have never let y'all
oh
be
my
like
gosh.
this. I should
Oh
have
my
never let y'all
god.
be like this. I supported.
Let
I
us be
supported
aware
you
of
all.
greatness?
I supported y'all. I supported y'all.
You should never let us be aware of greatness. Come
No,
on, man.
not that, not that.
We're just very appreciative
Look,
of
I
what we've
know
got to
too much
witness.
so, too much so, too much so.
But
I feel,
give me your
I,
jersey then.
I feel responsible now
Yeah,
for.
yeah, pops. Your jersey could be right there on the wall with
I feel responsible for changing the league right now. I feel responsible.
But
changing
yeah, man.
fandom, just changing fandom. I just
No, don't get it twisted. I'm still a Rockets fan, but I'm
okay.
also a Sixers fan.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm a Sixers fan. I was already a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so it's not even hard for me to move into the same realm
yeah.
of the Sixers
Fair.
fan. It's not
And
hard at
I'm a
all.
Steelers fan, so I'm still in the
And
state.
you still
So
you right there. You right there, gang. So, but the contract is what, surprised me. Not necessarily like him taking it. It's just like, okay, we've never seen LeBron in this type of situation, but he's older now. He has $1 billion.
it
Um,
really lets you know like what his intentions were
what
though.
his
Like
intentions are, and
he he
people can
knows that's what
actually
it takes for
finally
him to.
say, even if you just want to say it, no, I don't really care, and I'm sure he doesn't care. But this is a ring chasing type of thing. Like, I want to go and compete. I want to go be on a good team to where I'm not having to put all of my energy into carrying the team and stuff like that. These are guys who
Hmm.
play defense. These are guys who score at a high level. You got some young guys on there. The contract is of 2 year, $8 million, so he'd be making $4 million a year. Um,
Yep.
Pops, what are you thinking about this move? And I got an interesting question for you, Cam. Once Pop goes on his rant about the goat.
Cause it's gonna be a rant, right? It's just gonna be a rant. Look, I agreed. I think the roster is if you look at it on paper anyway, it's an all time great roster. I mean, just do the numbers, just do the numbers, by the numbers.
I mean, you heard what KD said.
But we've seen this even with the first LeBron big decision to where he gathered with D Wade and Bosh and along came Allen and it didn't mesh from the beginning. It didn't mesh. But LeBron is more mature now. He's more mature now, so I can't really put that into the whole equation in terms of how I see it going because he'll know what to do. It's just about the others around him. Joel Embiid's his health, being there, being available. But even if he's not available and healthy all the time, I think that four core can actually get a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
The other thing that I have,
They should definitely look at like kind of what we saw with Kawhi a couple years ago when they let him sit for the start of most of the season and
but
then
no, no,
start ramping him up.
you really can't. I don't
I
think
think that I mean you
no,
can
you don't do that.
sacrifice some games.
You don't do that with LeBron. You don't do that.
No, 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 not
No, you're
LeBron. I'm
talking
talking
about
about with
Joel.
Joel
Joe, well, yeah, could
to
be,
try to get him as healthy as
could be.
possible for the playoffs specifically.
Yeah, yeah, and I get that part, but the thing about that, injuries don't have really like a lot of people think load management. You know how many games Joel Embiid has played over the last 5 years. If you want to talk about load management, he's been managed load a lot. So
Pause.
it's not like we get to the
Oh God.
playoffs. It's not like when you get to the playoffs, he just has a lot of miles on him, anything like that. He's just injury prone, and
Right.
that's just who he is. And the only other thing I'm kind of playing with and thinking about is development of the kid. What's his name?
VJ.
Yeah, VJ, and continuing because I don't feel like a lot of people feel about Maxi. I don't feel like that.
Really?
Look. He's a great player at this point right now, but he's a volume shooter for the most part,
Hmm.
and he's gonna have to give up some of that stuff,
I
and
don't think
not
so.
not not just because of LeBron, but because of cohesiveness
Jalen
of the
Brown
team.
as
You know,
well.
yeah, exactly. So so
That's another guy who you can
so so so
probably
so now
count
now
as a
who
volume
now
shooter.
you- who you center this roster around because if you think about it, Jalen Brown is gonna sign another supermax. He's
Whew.
gonna sign another supermax. So that's coming. So who do you give the keys to this franchise to? Because LeBron is 1 year at the most, 2 years at best. I think he want to round his career off to like a nice quarter of a century. You got 25 years of excellence, of greatness.
Goat. Oh my gosh.
durability, reliability, you know,
Cryogenic chambers.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything. Being a perfect model of how to do this thing in terms of how you play the game. Now, people may disagree with his decisions and how he rolls sometimes, but you never can doubt or feel any type of way when he steps on the court. When he steps on the
Yeah,
court,
the ability.
he's one person when he steps on the court, and he does what he has to do to win. So we can take that out of the equation. But I just feel some type of way about the development of these other guys, and who do you give the keys to after, when you know, because it has to happen now.
I think after seeing this past year, I think it has to be Maxi.
It gotta be Maxi.
He just had an
I
all
just don't.
NBA caliber
But you have to
season,
put him in
and he
the
still gave them what 46 wins on the year.
yeah, but you have to put him in a position to be his natural position, which is the two guard. That's why they're coming out and saying, "Oh, we're gonna make
LeBron's
Braun
gonna run.
the primary ball handler with being at that point guard position. You got to put
Yeah,
him
they
at a
already
two
came
guard.
out and said that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but here's the thing: is Jalen really a three, a
Yeah,
true three?
I think he's more of a
yes,
three than two. I'm not gonna
yes,
lie.
Ah,
I
you
think
had
that's
to
why
push him to the two
him and Jason
because of
Tatum.
JT. Yeah,
I think that's why
no,
him
but
and Jason Tatum did
even in their
mesh as
best
well as they
years,
should have.
even their best years, they switched up at times. They switched up at times.
Yeah,
Cause
you had Tatum running the four
Tatum would play
sometimes.
3 and 4, and Jalen would play the 2 and the 3. So it's
hmm
like, so what do you do with that?
I just don't think Jalen Brown has the ball handling capabilities to actually
No, no,
be a guard in a sense.
of a 2 guard? Are you
Yeah.
serious? Come on, man.
Yes.
Okay,
I
all right,
don't. He,
okay,
I see
okay.
Jalen Brown dribble the ball off his foot a lot, off his knees, like
but yeah,
all NBA caliber guard. I don't see it as much as a three, as well as his defensive capabilities. I think his just frame and everything just fits more as a three.
yeah, I did
So
like what
what do you do with VJ then? What do you do with VJ?
No, VJ. That's kind of the only quote unquote problem you have there. But
I
at
Yeah,
the
mean,
same time, there isn't really a problem.
where you gonna, cause if you're gonna move Maxi to the two, like,
That's just how like they're gonna that's how it's gonna look offensively is
yeah,
LeBron being the point guard, but defensively you don't really have to worry about that. Everybody can still you have VJ and Maxi who can both go hand in hand when it comes to guarding the guard positions. Probably VJ more on the primary
yeah,
ball handlers,
Max
and
is no
then
defensive player for
you also still have Jalen
on no
Brown and
end.
LeBron for the wings.
yeah. So I think what it's gonna. I mean, obviously, Braun's gonna play the point guard, but like you said, the defensive side, the roster's gonna look like what Maxi at the one, VJ at the two, Jalen Brown at the three,
Jeremiah the
Braun at the
three,
four,
LeBron.
with
Yeah.
Joel at the five. Defensively, what that's gonna look like, but obviously, it's gonna be switched around once they get to the offensive side and stuff like that. I think Draymond Green had a great point. VJ's gonna have to guard the best, basically the best person, or one of the two
The
best
best
you
perimeter
got
guard, the best
on.
perimeter players. He's gonna
Yes,
have to do that.
he's
Yes.
gonna
Yeah.
have to. That's gonna be his
That's going to be his
primary
main duty.
job.
That's going to be your main duty. But I just feel like it may stunt his growth in terms of his offensive
But you
prowess
don't
and
gotta go to
stuff
the
like that.
bench. You ain't gotta
Yeah,
go.
and
You ain't
I
gotta go
don't
to the
think it does
bench.
that much just because like you also got to think about it. Sure, he won't have the opportunities as much, but he also has the opportunity to learn so much more
Yeah,
since
and
he's
you're not
surrounded by
learning
so
from
much
the bench.
greatness.
You're actually learning from playing. Like, okay, yeah, I got to play a little bit more defense. I'm not going to get as many shots, but now I can learn how to take advantage of these moments when I do get opportunity.
And I think these are like the perfect two people for him to learn from.
Yeah,
Not even including LeBron in the sense. Tyrese Maxey and Jalen Brown are two of the best people for him to
yeah,
learn from, like
absolutely.
for his specific play style.
Especially
Because Jalen
Jalen
Brown
Brown.
getting downhill, using your strength to your advantage, your
Yeah,
athleticism, that's what Jalen Brown does the best at.
yeah,
And VJ needs to learn how to do that like more.
more.
That's the
Yeah,
perfect
yeah,
person for him to learn from. And then Tyrese when it comes to more perimeter based play. Like that's where he can learn from the most.
And just learning from Bron, like just more
Obviously, like the
intellect.
IQ
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, just
from
more
LeBron.
intellectual stuff. That's a great combination of some people you can actually soak up the game to. And like I said, it's not like we're pushing VJ to the bench. We're not saying, "Oh, VJ, now you have to be behind this guy. You got
No,
to."
I'm not talking about pushing to the bench because you know,
I'm saying that's a
I,
great opportunity to be able to learn while also
yeah,
getting the
yeah,
reps.
yeah, but
Yeah,
he had,
being on the
but
court at
but
the same time as these
yeah,
guys.
yeah, but he has to be that person that wants that though. Like you saying it in the sense that if you were that guy that
Right.
I feel
like
like,
No, true.
yeah, I get what you
if
mean, but
yeah,
like,
cause you know you never know how guy cause VJ had a great season last year. I mean
Exactly.
for in the rookie of the year conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
his idea of his trajectory may be different from even though
Power.
LeBron's coming in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like okay, you know, I just
you
still need to
also
be
got
the
to think
guy.
about it from the standpoint of like, if he really wants to be the best player he could be, he will take this as a positive opportunity than a negative one.
You thinking for somebody though.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you thinking for
Nah,
I'm
somebody.
that's true.
saying you can look at it either way.
Yeah, yeah, and I get what you're saying. I mean, if it's me, and I have an opportunity to be there like that, and I know it's only going to be 2 years anyway,
Right.
so it's like I'm thinking, all right, let me learn from two of the best, which is Jalen and LeBron, and I'm gonna still have Jalen here, but you know, when LeBron is gone, and I think they're gonna ship Joel Embiid off at some point in
And I
time.
think so too. I think so
So
too.
it's gonna be something to where if he wants to sit back and wait for his development to really be in terms of because now he can just sit up and think, okay, if I'm him, I'm sit up and thinking how I'm guarding these guys now.
Hmm.
And then filling into my spots when I get the opportunities on offense. That's
Yeah,
what I'm thinking
like
if I'm him
when
right
you're
now.
able to be the engine of the
Yeah,
offense.
you able to be a Swiss Army knife like right away. Like you can cover a lot of bases right now. But he, like I said, he may be thinking like, "Hey man, look, I'm that dude too, you know."
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he definitely could be, especially after the season he just had. I mean,
and
he
and
was
and, and
what, third in rookie of the year?
yeah, and if he's thinking anywhere on that level to where it's like, you know, I really don't want to take a step back in order to just develop my craft, which would be the best for him, you know, like we're gonna talk about later in terms of quarterbacks coming
Hmm.
in first draft or whatever, instead of just being thrown into the fire, just actually learning and get some things. But you know, that's my only trepidation about this team. And like I said, and then going forward, because you're gonna have to start to see who you're giving the keys to, because it can't be both Tyree and Jalen Brown. If Jalen Brown's gonna be paid the max money, you have to give him keys. That's just it.
Yeah.
There's no getting around that. Tyrese Maxey is gonna be a number one, number two guy, period, once Jalen Brown signs his contract. And he is. He didn't come there on a rental.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. But I love the roster. We're gonna be great. We're winning championship. So let's
Oh
go
my
ahead
goodness.
and
Bring
move it
us.
on.
Bring us.
Oh my
Move it
goodness.
on. Making history at that for franchises for chips. But let's go ahead and move it on. Let's get into this Monopoly NFL money, man. Like this stuff is crazy. But let's go ahead and get right into it. First up, we have Zay Flowers, 4 year, 140. I think
A
the guaranteed
joke.
money was up towards 50 mil, so 50 to 55 mil in that range. Um, Good player, great player.
Good player.
But to put in perspective, Justin Jefferson in 2024 signed for 4 years, 140. But I guess the where you can really find a difference, Jefferson had 89 million guaranteed.
Right.
Zay Flowers has, I think, like 54. So there is a significant difference. But the market when it comes to receivers, bro.
It's wild. It is wild. Uh,
You You don't have to be a top 15 guy to make $35 million a year.
But you gotta think they're playing these quarterbacks. What their base is about to be 50 million just to be average.
That's what Baker's asking for,
That's
isn't
what
he?
the base is about to be. So it's like, I mean, for you to be a good quarterback and considered an elite quarterback, you're gonna need elite receivers, or you're gonna need to make these receivers look good, or vice versa.
Can I just interject just a second? What a part of Zay Flowers tells you he's an elite receiver? I'm not saying that he's not a good receiver, an elite receiver, because he's been paying elite receiver money. And I do get the market in terms of the next man up, the next man up. But I didn't see Zay Flowers being the next man up for years, let alone this year getting this kind of money. I just didn't see it
I
because
mean, look,
he may be the number one receiver over there, but
exactly,
but but
That's really what you got to think about the
exactly.
but
most.
damn,
If
but
you're if
was
you're
there a counter offer? Did you
but
offer him maybe
if you're
20
the front
20
office of the
something?
Ravens, you
No,
think about
did
how
you offer him 20 something? Did you go 19? Did you start at 30? Is
but
that what
like
you doing?
you really can't risk it if you are the front office of the Ravens. You
Right,
think
you
about
can't.
how hard they've been trying to get Lamar that number one alpha receiver. They haven't been able to do it.
Exactly.
So if you can't do it in free agency, obviously, because all of these other teams are paying their guys, so you can't get it through free agency. You have to do it from a guy that's homegrown, and Zay is the best option you have. You don't. You're kind of backed in the corner if you're the Ravens front office. Like you
True.
have no other choice but to give this guy this money
I don't
because
know
if
about no
not,
other
he's gonna
choice.
leave, and you don't have anything else behind that.
Right.
Who's gonna be your number one then?
Uh,
Rashad
uh,
Bateman?
look. There's this thing about receivers that I've always had about receivers. Not that they're a dime a dozen. Not because good receivers are good receivers. Period. Say Flowers never even entered my mind in terms of being that kind of guy, though. It's just I don't know. To
But
me,
look, he's coming off a career year,
Yep.
right? He's coming off a career year.
he
Like
also
I
coming
said,
off
you've already
he's
had
also coming off a fumble that cost him
that's in
the
the past. Like
I
that was
mean,
what two years
that's not too
ago.
much of the past for me to forget, though. I mean,
Of course, you don't forget.
that's my
You you
last
definitely don't
thought of
forget.
that
But
dude.
what other option do you have?
right.
I get it in that sense, but
And,
damn,
and I
Unless you
mean that,
think Jacoby Lane's about to be the next Julio, you really don't have an option.
and like we were gonna talk about later, it's kind of the same thing with the Texans and CJ Stroud. At some point, they're gonna have to pay, dude, because you're not gonna just be able to push that reset button with that caliber of a defense and
Unless
the
Baker becomes a free agent.
uh,
well,
that. I mean, that could
look,
be the only other option, but
look. Then okay,
but
let's just
yeah,
go. Let's just go.
let's keep on with the
Let's just go.
contracts.
Yeah,
So Zay Flowers, 4 year,
I
140.
can't get
Yeah,
over that.
you
I
shouldn't have
just can't get
started with
over
that
that.
one. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
have started with
That
that one.
that was
Shout out to Zay, man. Get your money, bro.
yeah.
Jalen
Shout out
Carter,
Lamar
Congratulations,
for
Zay.
getting Zay Flowers
Congratulations, Zay.
paid.
Congratulations, son.
Shout out to
Congratulations.
Lamar.
the real contract for my guy, Jalen Carter. Go Eagles. Fly,
The
Eagles,
real
fly.
contract.
Come on, man. A 4 year, 152. I want to say that it was a 105 guaranteed. This guy's a baller. He does his thing. He changes the game when he's on the field. Yes, he's had some injuries, some injury history with the shoulders and things like that, but I think it's well deserved. He definitely, I mean, this is going to be the year that he could really put himself in those conversations of
Yeah, because
the
Byron Murphy
guy
looked better than him.
who,
Just saying. Byron Murphy looked better than him last
man,
season. I'm just
come
saying.
on. Like I said,
Byron.
it was some injuries going on last year with shoulders. Being a D tackle, like shoulder injuries that can really hold you back. So hopefully he's healthy this year, and I don't think they would have paid him this type of money if they didn't feel that way as well. So
Nah, I
I
think he's a
think,
game record too.
bro, game record. I think he's gonna have a great season this year. I think that defense is gonna be another elite defense. especially with the stuff that we added to DB wise and stuff like that. So shout out to him. Shout out to Jordan Davis
Speaking
as well.
of, who do y'all think has the best secondary in the league now?
Oh, LA for
After
sure.
this, I don't know.
LA for sure.
It's a couple. Like obviously you got the Eagles too though. Like
I love my Eagles,
I
but
think I think Tariq Woolen and Cooper DeJean.
oh,
That
they're gonna be
that's
crazy.
you also have a top 5 corner in Quinyon Mitchell. Like
Easy.
if Tariq Woolen could return to who he was a couple years ago, they have the best secondary in the league. I'm not gonna lie. Like
But you
I
gotta
can't
think,
really
bro.
say otherwise.
You gotta think the two corners that LA have. But and I'm not and when it comes to just talent wise, we have the best secondary. The Philadelphia Eagles, talent wise and on paper. But when you have a guy like Myles Garrett and somebody who could
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in like
yeah,
Aaron
yeah, yeah.
Donald, you're not
I
even
was
gonna
more
have
so
to
just
be
talking about
elite.
like I was more so just talking about like just them themselves. But if
Just
you
them
talk
them.
about the defensive like coercion, like
Yeah, well, I'm
how
gonna
they
only
all
have
fit
to guard a
together
guy for
for
2 seconds,
2 seconds, literally
like,
2 seconds.
and then whatever kind of duck ball is gonna be coming
I
out of the
still do,
quarterback's
I
hands.
still do think they need another boundary corner though.
They got both
Trent,
corners from
yeah, but Trent McDuffie is best in the nickel. And they don't. Jalen Watson is a good boundary corner, but
yeah.
you still really don't have that other guy unless
Look,
Quentin Lake
look,
can be
look, look,
that.
bro. Don't disrespect McDuffie's, okay?
No,
So,
first of all, it's not even
okay.
spelled the same, so it's not.
It's still a McDuffie. It's still a
It's
McDuffie.
not.
Okay,
It's not the same thing.
it's still a
He,
McDuffie.
like, but you definitely
Don't
saw
don't
like
hold
some
don't hold that
more.
name and just be just willy nilly with it. Okay, all right. Just don't do that. Don't do that.
This
You
guy.
saw some more flaws in his game last year when he had to play more boundary than
I
nickel.
look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing for me. I'm old school. I don't believe it's no shutdown corner in the league at all. I just the way that no here's the
Patrick
thing.
Surtain?
What?
The way that the league is set up in terms of the zone coverage and how they do things and how they double on the back end to which you quarterbacks really have to see stuff now. Back in the day, it was just mano a mano. Like both corners have to take care of their business, and they may not have the free safety may be a run supporter more than he's
Nah, pops. I need you to go watch some Patrick Surtain film.
look.
But you
I'm
got
not.
to think what he's talking about. He's talking about more of a system thing.
I'm
Like,
not saying.
I know what you mean, but like
I'm
I've
talking about the way the
seen,
defenses are set up. I'm not talking
right?
about that there's not guys that do their job to where it is right now.
especially Surtain with. I mean I don't think the Broncos defense is elite personnel wise, and
Oh,
they
but it
just
is.
look that
It is
good.
though. It is. It is. It's
I
elite
mean,
personnel
they
wise.
have
It's
Zach
elite
Allen,
personnel wise
Vic
into way to
Benito,
way they have it
like
set up and the way the
Pat Surtain.
defense
I
run.
think
Yeah.
the scheme and what Pat Surtain can do, I think that's what make that defense so elite. He's it's a whole side of the field, and if it's not a whole side of the field, he's shadowing. The only guy that what 2024 year, the only guy that I saw get the best of Pat Surtain all year was George Pickens. Literally the only person I seen
But
him get the best of.
all I'm saying is I don't see it in the vein that you all see it now because I used to see elite corners like shutting down one side of the field. Period. I mean, like you just really have to
I got to
go over
witness
the middle
Revis.
and do this and do that and try to disguise your offense and movement and everything like that. Cause back then teams didn't really do a whole lot of motion. It wasn't a whole lot of
Oh
motion.
yeah, now they
I
do.
mean, and there was a lot of run first teams.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
So
true.
was. It was.
They're throwing the ball a lot more now.
yeah, so
A
it's
lot more, a lot more. So you have to adjust in that sense. So
hmm
all I'm saying is the eliteness on these guys that you all see. I'm not
Also,
really.
the receivers now are better.
I just remember, and the reason why I say this, I just remember uh Diggs's brother. What's the dude's name?
Trayvon.
yeah.
when he had this great year, a great 2 years
But
at
the
Dallas.
guys that watched football saw through the picks. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because it was nothing but gambling all
yeah,
year.
that's what I'm saying though. It was all that. It was all that, and he was an all pro though. He became an
Yeah,
all pro with this
but I mean,
nonsense.
yeah, when those numbers get that high, of course you're gonna get the votes. But I'm saying the people who watched football, they knew like votes wouldn't have been the same if it would have been like, if it wasn't,
Mano a
if the
mano,
numbers
like
weren't
mano a
that
mano all the time.
crazy.
Like you own this guy all the
Because
time.
like Deron
hmm
Glenn also had like a similar season the year after, right? He had
right.
what, like 10 picks,
Yep,
and he had
yep,
like three pick sixes, four
yep.
pick sixes.
Then,
So
then, then
like,
y'all explaining exactly what I'm saying to you when I say to you that y'all the elite that you all see, I don't see in
no,
terms
Yeah,
but
of
I knew that
points.
wasn't elite. You're not talking about me
but
though.
I agree
No,
with you, pops. I agree
I
with
know
you,
what you I
pops.
know what you mean. Like
That's is it. You can correlate that to how we view the defense of in the NBA now. How they're having to work against not being able to use their physicality, but
hmm
also I could say they're a little bit more skillful than defenses back then because they were able to use a layer of physicality onto whatever their athletic ability was.
yeah. I mean, you had to really do some stuff in order to prove yourself. Now all you have to do is just be in position. If you're in
I mean, hey,
position,
you got to
now
play in the system. You got to play within
I
the
get it.
system.
Hey,
and I
I'm with you. I'm with you.
that also goes to coaches just being smarter now, understanding the
Yeah,
game more.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
and it become a
just
pass league.
adjustment.
It's becoming a pass league. That's
yeah.
why these wide receivers are getting this kind of money. Is because you have to have guys that can push the ball to the field, that can get open, that can. You have to have
Yep,
that.
at a very high
Especially
level.
after we're having these wide receivers just blow up. Like Puka Nakua's of the
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what his extension gonna be.
Oh yeah.
But Puka Nakua is
JSN.
like the Amon Ross, JSN, like
Yeah.
just guys who are so good at playing into the system that they're kind of unguardable.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and yeah, though that's why the money is getting and we're just in a part now where like all
So so
basically
so
all money is market resetting money.
yeah,
If
it is.
you're close to the top at your position, you're gonna get market resetting money.
Yep.
But here's the thing. Even like with the cornerbacks, they're not being paid the same kind of money as these receivers. You only have a couple.
hmm
The kid in Cleveland,
Oh yeah,
the
Denzel
kid in
Ward just got
Cleveland.
an extension too.
Yeah, so he's been paying this money because okay, he can actually do some things in terms of guarding these receivers and being there and being here's the thing in my era. Here's the thing in my era. You had great corners, but you had great receivers, and it was mano a mano. So Deion Sanders had to play Jerry Rice. What is any of that today? If you can look at the analysis and say what's the comp for that?
Jamar Chase and Patrick Surtain.
And I guarantee you, if they threw if Joe Burrow threw the ball to Jamar Chase 15 times, he's gonna get at least 13 catches against Sertan.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
crazy.
Whoa.
13?
Whoa.
13.
I thought
I
you were gonna say
guarantee.
like eight.
I would
Eight is
guarantee
like
it.
believable, but 13?
13. 13. Jamar Chase is that elite to me. He's on a Jerry Rice to me. To me, he's on a Jerry Rice plane. Not Jerry Rice as Jerry Rice, but
My God.
Jerry Rice when Jerry Rice was actually progressing.
By the
Oh yeah,
way, by the way, just to
okay.
put the numbers in perspective, last time Patrick Surtain played Jamar Chase, he shadowed him on the majority of the snaps. You want to guess how many yards and catches he had? Just put
Five
out a
five five for 56.
nope.
What?
Lower.
Lower
Wow.
than that?
Lower.
Oh, okay. All right.
You got
Well,
to
I
do
Three
mean,
more
catches,
reading. You got to do
three
more
catches
reading.
for
but but
27
but
yards.
You got
but
to do
but
more reading into
but
not
but but
just
here,
that
here's another
matchup.
here's another thing. If you have a safety over the top, if you have underneath coverage that he can't get by until he get by this guy.
If you have one of the weakest offensive linemen they have to go against
Offensive line, yes,
with the
exactly,
Bengals,
exactly.
and
I got to get this ball out of here as quick as possible because I may get my ass killed before I even get it to Jamar or T. Higgins or all these
All
great
right, but
receivers that we have.
I'm just saying,
I,
but the numbers
I, and
say
I,
he
I'm
guarded
not
him on
I'm not dismissing
all but
y'all.
13 defensive snaps, and he
no, that's
had
true though. That's true
27
that
yards.
PS2
I'm
is
not
elite.
dismissing y'all great guys. I'm not dismissing them. I'm not doing that. But I am looking at the fact that these defenses are so much set up to defend the pass than the run. That's why running backs are so undervalued now because teams don't run like that anymore.
Yeah,
Also just health.
yeah, that too.
Your
But
wide
before,
receiver is probably going to be healthier than your running back for
right.
majority of the time.
Speaking of running backs, let's get to some
Okay,
of these
let's
running
get
back
into this. Let's get
contracts.
into some of these numbers.
Bijan Robinson, three
That was a
years.
great setup for me. I did that real good.
Bijan Robinson, 3 years, 66 and a half. Well deserved. I mean, he's the face of that franchise. I mean, who else are
He's
you
the
gonna
face of
put in?
running backs. He's
Yeah.
the face of running backs. I mean, that dude.
Mm, mm,
Hey, I'm just saying, my favorite player to watch in the league is Jameer.
Jameer is something crazy. So, but definitely one of the top guys. So definitely got
Come on,
paid some of
man.
this top money.
So you think that Jameer is better than
I didn't say better than, but more
okay.
exciting.
No.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Mm,
More excited. Oh, you okay, all right.
mm.
I
You
don't know if he's
you
better
really
than
on
him.
that dope. You really
I'm
on
about to
but that's
wait.
fine. That's fine.
What do
What are
you
you
mean?
taking from
You really on
Bijan's
that dope.
game that
You're really
says
on
he's
that
better
dope.
than Jameer Gibbs?
He's not
What?
saying he's better. He said he's more exciting.
But
No,
I
he's
know,
talking about you.
I'm saying what in Bijan Robinson's game tells you that he's better than Jameer Gibbs? Like what does Bijan Robinson do that Jameer Gibbs can't do? Like
No, I'm not saying that he's that they can't do the same. I think that Bijan is more powerful
I
of
mm,
a
think
runner.
Jameer is the best player in open field in the league.
man.
Yeah,
Like
that may be true. Open field, but more powerful.
his speed and agility combo.
Like, genuinely, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Jameer Gibbs might have the fastest acceleration I've ever seen with my own two eyes.
Nah,
Like,
I disagree with that.
I've ever seen
No,
personally,
no, no, no,
he
no, no,
might
no, no,
have the
no,
most
because
acceleration I've ever
no, no,
I like
because the kid in Miami,
H I still think
man,
Jameer got it.
get out of here,
I
stop it.
still
So
think Jameer got it.
I'm gonna stop mine with that. I'm gonna stop mine with that.
I'm just saying.
If you want to talk about exciting, and top
No, he's
tier and
not more
speed,
exciting than
oh my good,
Jameer.
okay, all right, we'll
He is
see.
not more exciting than Jameer, bro.
speaking of
Okay,
Jameer Gibbs, he got a 3 years, 67 and a half. So the money is a million more. So he's a million more better than Bijan Robinson.
And another year. And another year.
And another, was it 4 years, 67
Yep.
point five? Okay, got you. So yeah, Jameer Gibbs, one of the top guys, very deserved. Detroit has a pretty big payroll over there. They're paying a
Huge.
lot of guys over there,
Payroll specifically.
offensive payroll, and they're gonna have to blow that up in about 2 years. So,
I'm just
yeah,
saying, like, if you play fantasy, try to get Jameer Gibbs
man, what?
oh yeah.
as much as
Look,
possible.
Don't get me. Jameer Gibbs is the freaking truth, bro. He's the freaking truth. I just feel like my boy in Atlanta just had just a little
I
bit
do
more.
think Bijan, like when it comes to like just specific vision, and I think Bijan probably has the best vision in the league. It's like it reminds me of like Le'Veon Bell.
Mm,
Oh yeah,
mm,
that's a good comp right there.
yeah,
Just like
That's a good
his
comp.
ability to see holes and cutbacks and things like that. I
And
think
and
that's
hesitate when he needs to,
yeah, and make
yeah,
things happen.
yeah.
just do those kind of things that
Yeah,
and,
I like that comp. Good job, Cam.
oh oh
I'm kind of sick about Le'Veon, man, because he was on a trajectory of
Oh, you sick?
being.
What you think I am?
I know you're
What
sick for
what
sure, for
what,
sure.
what you think I am?
They should have paid your guy. They should have paid your guy, man. They should have paid him,
Maybe it
man.
worked out, bro.
Maybe. Um,
look, it
another.
worked out for everybody
Oh,
because
but
he's out of the league right
also,
now.
we
So
forgot
I
to
don't.
we forgot to mention Jameer's contract can go up to 75 mil. It's
Oh
saying.
yeah, Yep.
like with incentives and
With
things
some
like that.
incentives. Yep.
Okay, let's move on. Move on to my boy also because I think he's one of the most elite. Also, he just have a different kind of stretch to him, and that's Jonathan Taylor. I think that Jonathan Taylor is like one of the most incredible running backs in the league.
If he could
I
catch passes, he would be amazing. Like
yeah.
very, very, very good.
If they could have more of a pass attack with some
Hmm.
other guys and not run him so much,
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
Like
something
Derrick
too.
Henry.
Because right,
Or put him into a Marshall Falks,
It's very, very Derrick Henry esque.
get him 70 to 80 passes out of the backfield. Come on now, they really not doing enough
I've
with
not
him.
seen. He's just like when you compare it to like a Jameer Bijan, he just doesn't have that same ability when it comes to pass catching and route running.
Maybe,
Those are the
maybe,
type of guys that you give
maybe. I mean,
40, 50 catches
but
to.
but if you just throw it out in the flat and throw some
They did that.
linebackers
They
in
did
front
that a
of
good
him,
amount last year, though. They did do that a good amount, way
yeah,
more than they've ever done it.
yeah.
yeah.
So
But
if they
JT's getting a 2-year 44. You can go ahead, pops. I just need to shout out the contract there. A 2-year $44 million with that contract.
like him. I think they need to do a little bit more with him, and I don't know what the line situation with is and all that kind of stuff because I really don't look at those metrics and all that kind of stuff, because I'm just an old school guy, you know. You give a guy that has speed and power out in the open, you're gonna get some results.
Hmm.
That's what I
Yeah,
feel.
Jonathan Taylor had a career high in targets and receptions last year and receiving yards. He had 46 catches for 378 yards.
Yeah, and I think he has since he's entered the league, he has the second most. Dang, what's the word? What's the word? Um, y'all help me out here.
You got to give me something.
My brain scratching. He's behind Derrick Henry in carries. He has the second most
Oh
carries
yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of
in the league
sense.
since he's
Last year he led the league. He
yeah.
had 323.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot
And
of a
touches.
workload.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, if you just look at overall touches, it's what
Yeah,
um
but that's why you give him that money though. That's why you give that
369
money.
over 350 touches.
and you wonder
I don't
why
know,
he
but I
why
know
he
I know CMC was also up there though. I think he
yeah,
had more overall touches.
but you wonder why he kind of fizzled out towards the end of the.
He did. He got
It
injured.
was
He got
it
injured
was
late.
it was it was multiple things though. It was injury. It was
But I
Daniel
mean
Jones not being there.
exactly. But you talk about the workload, like that's a lot of carries, and that is a lot
And
of
that's why these
touches.
these running back deals get less and less when it comes to longevity because
Right,
you're running these guys into the ground and teams are kind of planning on it. So
pretty much.
that's why running backs are more so looked at as replaceable
Hmm.
because if you give a guy 300 attempts on the year, hopefully he's giving you something. There's a
Right,
lot of guys that you could give 300 attempts to.
right.
You saw that with Shanahan and the Niners when they just kept on having guys getting injured.
Yep,
You, nobody looked bad in that system.
yep. Right. One quick topic here. RIP to Don Nelson passing at 83. Just heard about that today.
A
Uh,
great coach. A
Great
great coach.
coach. Winning
He's second most wins of all time.
a winning coach. He said 5 chips.
Yep.
Cam had to do a little bit of research. Wasn't very too much
Also,
into the coaching
RIP
aspect.
to Jorge Messi, Lionel Messi's dad.
Oh, RIP
Another
to Jorge
goat.
Messi. Sorry to hear that. Dang. Speaking of soccer, um,
Really,
did
we
y'all
speaking of soccer?
just speaking of it because I heard. I mean, the World Cup being here this year, you heard
Oh
so
yeah.
much about it, and I think they gained a lot of new fans and a lot of
I've been a
people
guy.
who are now interested. But that Spain and what was it, Argentina? No, it was
Argentina.
the Spain and
Yeah.
Argentina game.
This is right Argentina.
Um, it's definitely something to look at. I mean, they have a lot of narratives in that space too. A lot of people were saying that
Trust.
they was Argentina's luck, or I guess quotations luck, had ran out at the end of that.
Low key looked at as rigged. Like you could
Yeah,
think about
yeah,
like when you think about talk about like just specific narratives. I don't know if we've ever seen something like this in the NBA or NFL,
right.
but 19 years ago, 19 years ago or 18 years ago, you had a picture of Lionel Messi holding Lamine Yamal, which was Spain's best player. You had
as a
a
And
baby.
picture of them, yes, as him holding him as a baby.
Yeah.
And 18 years later, you see them play each other in the final.
So
that's
so so
crazy.
so you think you think? Come on, stop that,
I'm
stop
not
that,
saying anything, but I'm just saying I don't
stop
think
that,
we've
stop.
ever seen a coincidence that crazy in
Look,
other
I think we've
sports.
seen a plenty of incidents in that crazy because
Really?
yeah, because
Because I'm
just
pretty sure it was 19 years later that you saw them play
no,
against each other,
no,
and
no, no,
Lamine
no.
Yamal wears number 19.
I'll just look at it in this sense though. Greatness begets greatness because what happens with that a lot of times, like you see these NBA players, like you see some NFL players that's been around the league, been around the process, been around this, been around that. So they already have the mindset. They already have these people that are supporting them. And look, that's being born on, and me and TJ has talked about this a lot of times, being born on second or third base, because you already have a narrative. You already have a narrative. And all you have to do is fulfill it. That's it. There's not a whole lot to this. It's not, it's not rocket science. Everybody talks about these NBA players, like Steph Curry being born from Dale Curry and having his brother. There
And
is,
being
there is,
born in the same
there is not,
hospital as LeBron.
and Bron, but there's not a whole lot of stuff that goes on with this to where it's total nepotism. Cause some of it is,
Hmm.
It's the politics in it.
but also the talent in it. Steph Curry
Yeah.
has gone beyond his dad. Ken Griffey Jr. was in, in MLB lockers all the time. He was just a great athlete also. So these things happen. They happen. And the only thing that you saw with this, it didn't happen from a father to a son or anything. Like you just saw this kid that became a great player being held by a great player.
Right.
Like, are you thinking that it's some magical stuff that went into him when he held him? That like it's
Maybe,
gonna be
bro.
great too?
That's
No, that is
Look,
crazy.
he passed on
I'm
some
just saying.
greatness.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When you're around greatness, sometimes you pick up on it.
Yep.
Sometimes you pick up on it. It's just like life. Whatever you're around, that's what you pick up on.
Let's
So
get in.
I won't go into that other than saying that because don't give me that, Cam. Don't give me that.
Let's get into some of these
You know I'm a
NBA.
narrative spreader.
Yeah, I held your ass at that. I'm just saying.
Let's get into some of these NBA contracts. Dylan Brooks gets extended 3 years,
Oh,
72
Deserved.
million
Well deserved.
in Phoenix.
he look he flexed it though. He flexed it.
Oh yeah,
Well deserved.
well deserved. But yeah, Dylan Brooks, great player, averaged 20 this year, I believe. Um, Still a top
Was the
echelon.
Suns' best player, by the way.
Whoa,
He was. He was better than Devin Booker. Devin
whoa,
Booker was terrible this year.
whoa. We're not
I
gonna
don't
do
we
that.
can stop that.
We're not
Stop
gonna do
that.
that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
He
we
that's
we
he
we
he was.
we
good
not
player,
gonna. Yeah,
If
yeah.
top
you if
echelon
you
in
watch
defense.
the Suns, I'm just saying, bro.
Bro, you didn't watch the Sun. So what are you talking
Yes,
about?
I did.
No, you
Of course
didn't.
I
You
did.
didn't
They had
watch the
Jalen
Sun.
Green and Dylan Brooks. Of course I did.
Yeah. Jalen Green was not even the fourth best player on that team this year until the playoffs when he actually showed up and did something. But then he became the
He
Jalen
was
Green
injured, bro.
that we know. That yeah, okay. Once again, he became the player in the playoffs that we've known and loved in Houston, that he's a volume shooter that has nothing to offer, no defense, no nothing. And if his shot is not on, he's just a jag,
That's
just
my guy.
another dude, just another dude.
That's
And
my
look,
guy.
okay, all right. Ride with him. Just like you saying, Dylan Brooks wasn't the best player on the Suns team, and
He was. You had
oh
Devin
no,
Booker
no,
shooting
no, 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 no,
33%
not
from
no.
the three this year.
I'm saying Devin Booker wasn't the best player.
No,
Okay, all right, get out of here. Whatever.
no.
We gonna move on. We gonna move on. We gonna move on.
Are they gonna pay?
Move on,
Are the
TJ.
Nuggets gonna pay Peyton Watson
I don't know, but somebody, I think they're waiting for him to get a contract that he wants to accept from another team to match it,
and
like they
match
did
it?
with Spencer Jones.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, because if you think about it, they're really gaining so much leverage if they don't.
yeah.
Because like, I mean, if they're seeing that he's not commanding a market, his
Right.
value just goes
It
down
goes
when it comes
down.
to money.
Yeah. Yeah. I just been
It's the
kind of
same thing
looking
that's
at that.
happening with Jalen Duren.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Look. Here's the thing that I was trying to low key tell you all from the beginning. These owners want to control these salaries a little bit more in terms of how they want to pay these folks. That's why you can trade a Jalen Brown. That's why you can trade a Luca. That's why you can get up off of these guys, because now the salary cap, nobody wants to go into the second apron. Nobody trying to do that with their roster anymore. And the Sixers was able to avoid some of this with the old contracts that they had and going into this, and they don't have to pay VJ right now. You already paid Messi, you already paid Embiid, you already so
you got a
these
discount on the best player
yeah, so
ever.
these owners are trying to control these salaries because the second apron is not something anybody wants to do anymore, because they want to gain the most value on their teams that they can claim and be competitive, because at the end of the day, it's been eight different champions for the last 8 years. So you can catch winning the bottle and get that championship, and
Get
you
out of
have
there.
you have some grace for a few years.
Yep.
You, the Lakers been playing on 2020 since 2020. Like, they haven't gave
Hey
LeBron
man,
anything,
you talk about you
other
talk
than
about
Luca coming
them.
there. Other than Luca coming there, right? They haven't
Yeah,
given
how
LeBron
long
since
did they
2020.
have? And the AD was talking about how much he didn't like playing center, and they just didn't care.
They
Yeah,
didn't
and they
care
were
at
like,
all.
Just
"Okay,
did
get out of
not
here,
care.
get out of here, get out of here," because we damn sure not gonna give you an extension. That's not gonna happen. So it's like these cats are playing on this whole idea that the league has parity, which the league the league does have parity. The only reason why the league has parity more than anything else is because of these contracts and because of injuries that happens along the way. Also, that's the only reason. There's no reason why the NBA has parity other than those two factors. Ain't no parity in the sense of contracts anymore, because you used to give top end guys contracts, and you will try to do the minimum on 8 or 9 guys. Come on, man.
Well, speaking of that, the G League just held tryouts for guys like me and you
Jags,
and some of our fans.
Jags.
It was literally crazy. I saw some footage from Detroit. It was looking wild, but they clean shop because the Texas Legends 300, Detroit 250, Chicago 250, the Raptors. If you're an early bird, it was 225. At the normal time, it was 275. Grand Rapids, the Grand Rapid Gold, and I'm sure what I mean that's Michigan, but whatever. Pre-register was 168. The walk-ups was 200, and I think there were some more that held some, but these people were literally paying this type of money to go and try out. Yeah, the
Basically,
NBA
rec runs, bro.
rec
That's what it
runs
looked like. That's
for
literally
sure,
what it looked
for
like.
sure. But there might just be a success story from one of these things. Jonathan Simmons, which is his name, has been popping up in the 1v1 scenes. He was a ex NBA player in 2013.
Sixers legend.
Yeah, played for the
Sixers legend.
Sixers.
This dude is
My Sixers.
my six. Okay, okay. Here's the thing I ask you all with this though. Just give me something like let's say that you all got an invite or felt like you could actually get this done. Like, would you all have taken on this kind of situation? Because back in the day when I was your age, I would have made it. I probably would have been. I probably would have been. At the very least a year or two or whatever. But that's just me. That's just me. But you are. I'm talking about you are. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Would
Man,
y'all
I'm
have
not
taken
gonna
on this
lie. My basketball dreams are over.
project?
I, I don't even look at
Yeah.
it that way no
Hoop
more.
dreams are gone.
Yeah.
I hoop recreationally. I hoop for fun. I think there's too much on the line for that.
Now, if I was just wanted to have fun and play in a NBA format, I guess scene or just play in that environment,
Yeah, like being
different.
able to see like the facility and things like that. I think the experience is low key worth it either way though.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know for the experience for them guys, I know it was pay a couple $100. I don't know in this economy if that was that was definitely worth it, but for that experience and to be able to have that experience, I think that was pretty cool to have them do that. So yeah,
Yeah, it
man.
is. It is. No, but I would have been one of them stories, though. I would have been one of them stories.
Well, with that,
Pops versus Lamar Peters.
man, oh, killed. I'm sorry, pops. I'm sorry.
Wait, wait, wait,
Well,
wait,
in
wait,
your
wait, wait,
prime,
wait, wait.
in your prime,
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell
Don't
y'all
say
something right
y'all. I ain't saying nothing.
now.
Don't
Nah,
say
nah,
y'all.
nah, nah. Let me tell y'all something. I could compete it with AI. I
Oh
could
my
compete with
gosh.
AI.
oh,
And
Oh
we would have been
my
right there
gosh.
together. We would have been right there together. I'm
Oh
just
my
like right there.
gosh.
Nah, and I didn't have. I actually had the Tim Hardaway crossover, other than his high crossover. I had the original crossover, the one that's low to the ground to where you never gonna be able to touch me, and I'm gonna get to the rack, and I'm gonna end up over
This guy, bro.
6'10" and 6'7" guys. I'm good. Okay,
This
I
what he
guy,
say? You
bro.
digress.
better
I
ask
digress.
somebody. You
I
better ask
digress. I
somebody.
digress. I
No,
digress. I
look.
digress.
Before we get off, though, I want to talk about one training camp story. The Browns QB battle.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get
Look,
into let's have that our
So
sayonara topic.
low key, I thought the QB battle was kind of over. It's really a two-man race.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Deshaun and Shadir at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Day 7, I thought it was wraps. Uh, Deshaun ended up taking all of the first team reps,
Mm-hmm.
and he was 17 of 20 and threw for 7 touchdowns and 0 interceptions across the whole day of practice.
Dang.
And that's from 7 on 7 and 11 on 11. Shadir didn't have a bad day, 11 to 16, 2 touchdowns, picks, but that was also with the twos. And then this past practice, day 8, we saw both of them take first team reps. And I think the exact stats, let me see. It was Shadir goes 11 to 16 again, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. And then Deshaun goes 11 to 16, no touchdowns, a pick. I just want y'all's views of what's going on with that. How are you viewing that QB battle?
Can I go first?
Go ahead, Pop.
It's not really a battle. Cleveland wants Deshaun to win this.
oh, of course. If you're paying them that
They
much
they they
money,
they,
you
they
have
have too
to.
much. They have too much invested into a guy to where you paid over what 200 million guaranteed, and now
250.
yeah. So yeah, you need to get some value out of that. If I'm a GM, like TJ talked about, like y'all have talked about taking a chance on, I have to go on getting the best value out of this guy. And I don't think that Deshaun is washed up. I actually don't. I think that
Oof, that's a bold statement.
no, it is a bold statement. It really is
He just
because
ain't played in a while.
and
No, we saw him
not
play. Last time we saw him
I
play, it
don't
was
think
not.
I don't think I don't think he's had the desire to play. Now, do I think he has the desire to play right now? I have no idea. But I do know this. I know they want him to be successful. And they're gonna put him in the successful situation. That's why they giving up on this Gabriel stuff and him
Nah,
and
Dylan Gabriel should never even been in
and
that conversation.
him and now Shakur is battling, but they know the Shakur is like this guy that's Shakur is a total jag at
Whoa.
quarterback, a total jag.
Whoa.
No,
No,
what?
I'm telling you, he's a total jag. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm saying that he can be a top 30 guy. Like you only have what 31 quarterbacks in the league, starting
32.
quarterbacks in the league. 32. I think he's a top 30 guy. Just a guy that can get something done. I feel like
I think Shadur could be a Jimmy G.
no, I think I know this because I've seen it from Deshaun. Like you talked about JJ Watt. I've seen it from Deshaun to be a difference maker on every level, on every end,
Oh
being
yeah,
at
back in 2020.
being accurate. Yeah, exactly. Though you have to have what is your metric for Shadur last
Upside.
season? Last season
It's really just
is that
it's
the
an
metric?
upside thing. You've seen what you got out of
No.
Deshaun in a Browns uniform. You've only
Yeah,
had what,
yeah,
eight?
but you've also seen that. You've also seen that in the sense that he didn't have a line, he didn't have receivers, he didn't have the and he still probably don't have that kind of same kind of shit right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But at least you saw he can make plays. Shador cannot make plays. He has to have things on schedule. It has to be on. To me, he's like a Purdy.
Jimmy G, yeah. Yeah.
He's like a Purdy. If Purdy has everything in line, he's your guy. That's what you're doing. Like actually, San Francisco should be thinking about okay, hey, we can move on and get Shador because he can fill that role right away. Just a guy, just a jag. And all he has to do is not make mistakes. We don't need you. Matter of fact, the Texans can take a chance if they want to move from CJ and get a guy that's not going to make mistakes, that's going to hold the ball, that's going
Oh,
to
people aren't gonna like that out of you.
yeah, they not. But at the same time, you're not gonna be somebody that's gonna lose a game though.
Fair.
And that's who Shador
A
is.
good game manager.
A
Yes.
good game
Yes.
manager. That's who he is. He's a matter of fact,
And
he can
I
be a
think
great
Deshaun
game
is a
manager.
guy who can lose you games though. We've seen it.
Exactly, but he's also somebody that can actually give you some excitement and can because at this point, Cleveland they need fucking excitement. They don't need somebody that's gonna be like, oh well, I'm gonna make the right plays all the time. I'm gonna make sure that everything is going straight. No, they need somebody that look what he did and this great throw and this yeah. I'm just saying they want Deshaun to be this guy. They need it. They actually need it.
Fair, that's fair. Yeah, I just wanted to hear what y'all had to say about that little QB battle going on. I definitely
Yeah.
agree.
Okay. I see that we got to wrap it up or something like that.
Yeah. So, any closing arguments, Pop?
My
Any
only
narratives
closing
you want to
argument,
push?
my only closing argument is this: the narrative around our boy that I've given y'all too much, so much, and I just be cautious with it. Just understand that there's some growing pains with it. And I feel like they can be, I'm talking about the Sixers, can be a championship worthy team this year. But it's going to take all things coming into place and being perfect.
Hey, I'm to say ring number 5 for LeBron. Give him a full hand. Cement his legacy. He already cemented as the GOAT, but it's kind of gonna be unarguable when he leaves the league in assists this year, when he wins another ring,
when he plays 60 games and he's an all NBA player again at the age of 42, you really can't argue against it.
Yeah,
People
you
just need to
can.
come to their senses.
Yeah, you can.
We're gonna get 23 years of LeBron, another ring. And maybe he
There,
even goes on a little tour his last year, you know, a little goodbye tour. But
there'll never be another player like him. Just something,
oh,
not in our
absolutely
lifetime
not.
anyway. We'll
Absolutely not.
probably be gone. We'll probably be
Once
gone
in a
before.
lifetime talent,
Yeah, yeah.
the GOAT of all facets. Yeah, man.
TJ, where you at?
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take a little intermediate break, but let's go ahead and appreciate y'all for wrapping it up for us. That will be all for this episode. Like I said,
No,
we
no, we need a closing. We need a closing from you. What are you doing, bro? You need to give us a closing. You just can't just show back up and not give a
I'll
closing.
let y'all take that. I'll let y'all take that over. Okay, but my closing argument, I like what y'all said about the Sixers. Yeah, it's gonna have to be some growing pains, but I feel like that's gonna be.
Look at what
Okay.
you did, Pop.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at
You
what you
saw that.
did.
I'm
You saw
sorry
that.
about that. I feel
Saw
like
that.
that's gonna have to be within the season, and I think they're gonna figure it out very quickly. Ring number 5, making history. Number
Ring
4
us.
franchise. That's just what it's gonna be. That's the story.
5 rings, 4 franchises.
Man, come on, man. Like, and like you saying, how Cleveland needs that for Deshaun, the NBA needs this. The NBA needs this. It needs it. It needs it.
Yeah,
It
I
needs it.
like that.
It needs it. It needs
That's a
it.
good take. That's a good take.
But all right, though. But like I said, that'll be all for this episode. We are back. We are back, guys. My apologies for the delays, but we're ramping up this.
Y'all. His. It's on him.
I will take the
No, it's okay. I'm
blame.
gonna take. I'm gonna take up for my brother.
I'm gonna take
You
the
know,
blame, but
Here
just
we go.
letting y'all
Here we
know.
go.
Just letting y'all know.
I'll take 50% of the blame for you.
Just letting y'all know. This guy, this older guy that's in this. His
This old guy.
technology prowess is not the best. So we're gonna put some
At
blame on
all.
that too.
Y'all throw to the bus. Like both of
Nah,
y'all.
cause you
Okay.
try. Nah, cause you try to put it all on him.
Right, man. With that being said, this NFL is starting up, so we're gonna be back and have a lot of it to talk about that. And with this off season of the NBA, it's gonna be a lot of things moving around like it has already. So yeah, man.
Last but especially not least, shout out to Texas Bay Runner.
Shout out Texas Bay Runner. Make sure you guys get outside, go do some fishing, dive into
Experience summer while you still can, man.
exactly. Experience it while it still can, and get outside, be with your friends. Open up a cold one and get out there and get some hooks wet, man. Get some hooks wet. Shout out Texas Bait Runner for that, and that is it. All right.